Today kicks off 10 days of rodeo, concerts, and celebrations of the American West.
This is so exciting. The 130th Cheyenne Frontier Days. Our Michael Spencer out there giving us a look at all the fun. So Michael, for the first time, a rodeo took place on day one.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things about this year in Cheyenne Frontier Days. They have 10 days of rodeo. There's a rodeo every single day. The first one wrapped up about an hour ago. We are now here at the American Indian Village, which is really a unique experience here at Cheyenne Frontier Days. It just opened this year. We're going to take you through some of the fantastic opportunities that they have for you to come out and learn about American Indian history here at Cheyenne Frontier Days. And of course, Karen and Michaela, if you were with us at 4 o'clock, you know that the food is always a fan favorite here. I think I still have some powdered sugar on my hands from either the corn dogs or the funnel cake that I was getting into during the 4 o'clock hour, but it is always a lot of fun. And like I said, when we come back, we're going to take you through some of the really historic and unique opportunities that you have here at the brand new Native American Indian Village here at Cheyenne Frontier Days.
Yeah, we can't wait to learn more about it and get a little sneak peek inside there. Thank you, Michael. We are heading back up to Cheyenne Frontier Days right now. CBS Colorado anchor Michael Spencer's up there having all the fun today.
Michael, the Western tradition is honoring the Year of the American Indian this year.
Yeah, the celebration of Indigenous culture and the influence of the American West is something that the folks here at Cheyenne Frontier Days really wanted to highlight, and they are doing that with the new American Indian Village. This is a multi-million-dollar investment. It sits just on the east side of the rodeo arena where we were earlier during our 4 o'clock show. It shares the story of Native Americans and emphasizes the importance of Native Americans in our country's history. It just opened this morning. A dance arbor is going to feature 6 Native American dance performances every single day. The venue also offers spaces for Native Americans to sell their goods, and those with Cheyenne Frontier Days say this new space has really amplified the Frontier Days experience, and that is really on display here. It is a very popular place this afternoon. As we were talking about earlier, not only do you have that, but you also have a new day of rodeo. Today was the first day of rodeos, and it was the first time that a rodeo was held on the opening day for Cheyenne Frontier Days. It just wrapped up about an hour ago, and I talked to the rodeo director on First at 4. He tells me the expanded rodeo schedule allows for a new tournament format that will make it easier to get contestants to Cheyenne, and maybe more importantly, it's also going to come with a bigger payday. More than $1 million going to be paid out over the 10 days here at Cheyenne Frontier Days. So here's a lineup for this weekend. Of course, the first rodeo is in the books, but the Cheyenne Frontier Nights kick off tonight. Treaty Oak Revival will take the stage for Frontier Nights starting at 8 o'clock. Then tomorrow, the rodeo quarterfinals will be at 1. Alex Warren will be on stage at 8. And then Sunday, the rodeo quarterfinals will continue also at 1 o'clock. And then Sunday night, something I know a lot of people are excited about, the PRCA Extreme Bulls are the featured event that night at 8 o'clock. So anytime you want to come up here to Cheyenne Frontier Days, there is always something going on, part of what we love about this whole experience up here in Cheyenne.
Yeah, not just something, right? Some really awesome events taking place. Let's head back out to Michael at Cheyenne Frontier Days.
Yeah, guys, we are here at the American Indian Village, and I am here with Jackie Severe. Jackie, you are an artist and a curator, and I want to talk a little bit about both of those things, but I want to start with the curation part of this. You had a hand in picking which vendors and which artists were going to be here at the American Indian Village. So what went into that, and what did you want people to experience when they came here to Cheyenne Frontier Days and came to this beautiful, really peaceful spot on the grounds here?
Well, I'm an enrolled member of the Northern Arapaho tribe in Wyoming. I have been an artist for 40 years. So I had a good touch of people, artists that I felt would represent the Northern Plains well. So they asked me to curate a group of artists to submit images. They had 2 criteria, one that they be from this area. The other is that they give an education, that they teach the people about the culture, the tribe, and those were the 2 criteria. I knew a lot of artists. I reached out to them. They submitted, and I had no say in what they chose.
I love the historical aspect of that, the regional aspect of that, and the educational aspect of all of that. And you mentioned you're an artist. We're actually standing in front of one of your pieces. This is called Horse Mask. Tell me what went into this piece.
Well, this is a mixed media piece I did out of paper and acrylic. And the Arapahoes use primarily green, red, white, and black, or green, yellow. They are the 4 directions. And so everything's done in 4s, 7s, and 12s. And so I use that in those images. There are 4. There are 12 brass beads. All of those things play a part, and the colors are the 4 directions. And that was my inspiration to this horse mask. Plus, they honored their horses. Arapahoes are great horsemen.
Well, it's an absolutely beautiful piece, and you have a piece here, and you were telling me your daughter also has a piece here as well. What does that mean to you as an artist and as her mom to have 2 generations of artists represented here?
She's a terrific artist, and she's a very well-known artist. All of these artists that we asked are internationally and nationally known. They are not just decorative end walls. They are well-known, well-curated artists, and they stepped up to the plate and did an amazing job.
They certainly did. This is an absolutely beautiful spot here on the grounds at Cheyenne Frontier Days. Jackie, we appreciate you giving us some of the history. And you said it's been the first day, and the first day's been a good one so far.
It has been, and I appreciate being part of this. I'm proud of the artists, and I'm real proud to be part of it.
Certainly a lot to be proud of. Jackie, thank you so much. Karen and Michaelia, we will have more coming up throughout the afternoon right here on CBS News Colorado.
Love it. And Michael, you said it yourself, that artwork is so stunning and educational too. We appreciate it.